Good morning, and good morning to the YouTube stream. Hello, everybody. Real quick before we get started, ES was able to break this previous high over here made from Monday. NASDAQ failed that previous high, so we do have a bit of divergence recently on the higher time frame, right? So if we look at the hourly time frame, right here, this divergence. But this divergence already gave us a pretty strong pullback. So right now we are really just staying patient. The market has been stronger overall to the buy side. So there's really no reason to be jumping the gun into any trades. Had this 15-minute imbalance that we rejected yesterday. I'm going to delete that for now. Let's see if we have any 15-minute supply or demand zones we can mark out on the NASDAQ. I'm seeing a 30-minute right here. Would I just move our previous day high? Genius. Let's see. So this is going to be our 30-minute supply. I'm looking for a demand zone, right? So because we're moving higher, I want to see that demand is forming under us, because when I see demand forming under us while we're moving higher, that tells me this move higher is being supported. Right now, this move higher, I don't see any demand zones under us supporting this move, so that does give me the idea that there could possibly be a chance that we reject this supply zone and move lower, create a lower high. I'll show you exactly what that would be like. Good morning, Wes. What's up, Wes? On YouTube. So let's say, use our arc tool. What just happened? One sec, I don't know what just happened there. Oh, it moved me to a different tab. So let's get back here real quick. Nope, this is ES. I'm looking for NASDAQ here to make that lower high at that supply zone, right? So we have our 30-minute supply, right? So we have our lower highs. And then we would look for potentially another lower high rejecting the supply zone. Now, I'm going to be looking for a couple things on NASDAQ today. I'm going to look to see if we want to reject the supply, right? If sellers want to step in over here, we push lower. At that point, we would look for a short in supply, stop loss at that previous day high. And we would target the most recent pivot, right? So this is the most recent major pivot before we reversed. And if you have trouble seeing that, guys, you could probably throw it on a line chart and see also, where the major pivots are too. But obviously keep it with the candles, keep everything as you keep it, but just in case you have trouble with that, so you can mark that out as a potential sell side liquidity, SSL. I want to delete SSL, strong sell side liquidity. I don't need that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and good morning. Hope you're all doing well. So this is NASDAQ, right? So we're going to look for NASDAQ sellers to step in here. If we do fail, I want to see this is a previous day high right here as well at 25.9475. And we have a 1 hour supply zone above that. Look at the supply zone right here, guys. Small basing candle, long upper wick trapping buyers, and a crazy impulse move lower. This was a 10 o'clock candle right here. So let's see, do we want to come back into this 20,624 and get the same type of reaction to that? I want to know. So I'm going to leave my alert right here at 20,560 for the supply zone. I'm going to leave my alert here for 20,624 for the next supply zone, right? And we're going to be patient, wait for the reaction, maybe even use Bookmap to find that reaction to the zone. Now let's take a real quick look one more time at the ES, because the ES is stronger than the NASDAQ right now. So same situation, same deal, looking for previous day high or looking for supply. Other than that, on the ES, guys, we are back at all-time highs, which does become very difficult to trade because there's no true supply and demand zones to base off of, right? There's no historical levels to go off of. So whenever this happens in the market, for me, what I like to do is, if anything, obviously NASDAQ isn't at all-time highs, so we have some levels to go off of there, but I'm probably going to be keeping an eye on crude oil and gold. So let's do a quick markup on crude and gold. The time right now is 10:24. We got 6 minutes, plenty of time to do a quick markup. So guys, you see the supply zone right here? I'm gonna get rid of the fib tool. This supply zone's a great example of this was a supply. It held up once, twice, right? So it held up as resistance, resistance. It finally broke it. It didn't break it here, right? We failed. This is a failure break. We want a stronger break like the one right up here. When we have a stronger break like the one up here, we're able to use that broken supply zone as an area to re-enter. And as you guys see here, this is the 45-minute time frame. I wouldn't look for an imbalance on this time frame, maybe the 30-minute or the hourly, but that would be where I would look for some type of re-entry, right? And that would have worked out pretty well. So again, crude oil and gold, that's what I'm going to be looking at today most likely. You know, we're going to be looking at NASDAQ and ES as well. Price action hasn't been the worst. Getting a bit of a dump right here. Market hasn't opened yet. Market opens in 5 minutes, so this isn't really the best of volume reaction, right? 3 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, 90 minute, 45, 30 minute. I'm not seeing much demand on gold here. 4 hour. Wow, we're getting quite the sell-off before market opens.
Already 80% of its ADR move for the day. It's just been marching up all week long, so I'm a little concerned it's getting exhausted.
For which one? Crude?
Gold.
That's what I meant. Yeah, gold was pretty strong. Gold all-time highs, but you don't want to really, when you're also at all-time highs, you got to be careful trying to short that, because again, no real supply above us. And trend being our friend does make it a bit difficult to, you know, short all-time highs. So unless, you know, we're looking for maybe NASDAQ, which did have that bearish divergence, got to be very careful with any type of shorts. I guess we could use this as a 2-hour demand zone here on gold. Add an alert on that. Other than that, really not much. This is a much cleaner 2-hour demand zone. Look at this, guys. So we have a long lower wick. And guys, look at the wick compared to the previous lows. So this low right here was taken out on that wick. This low right here, taken out on that wick. I think even this low right here was also taken out on that wick. With that being said, we reversed. Everybody trying to take this breakout lower is now short while we're reversing back higher. So that's exactly what we want to see for a demand zone to form. So this is a very strong and good probability demand zone. The 1 hour, because it took out those lows before reversing. So if anything, I'd also like this one. And I also want to look at the daily time frame. Look at the momentum on the daily. I'm most definitely going to be looking to try to get long somewhere within that previous day's range. Previous day high, previous day low. I'm going to delete some of these old alerts so they're not clogging up my screen. And we are good to go on gold. Gold. Duh. We got 3 minutes left for the market to open. Plenty of time for me to do a quick markup on crude. This is really funny. Speed running these markups, guys. Let's say previous day high and low on crude is already marked out. I'm so good. 6 hour supply right up here, 70.93. Crude oil took a crazy look at the dumps lately on crude since Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is Monday of the 7th. So this is a week or two ago, right? So crude's been pretty weak to the downside lately, right? Something to keep an eye on. So we're probably going to look to see, you know, we have an hourly supply right up here that took out a previous day high. So that's... Oh, that supply was formed last night. Interesting. So yeah, if we could come... Guys, that's actually A+ right there. I had the same setup a week or two ago on a 3-hour supply on gold. Crude, I should say. Where is it? This one right here. I wonder if it's like the same exact setup. No, it's not. Okay, so this 3-hour supply, it's not the best supply zone. It really doesn't have that good of an upper wick, but it was still the basing with the sell-off and continuation, so it was still an area of consolidation, right? So the next day, this is the 9 o'clock of the next day, this is 9 o'clock of the day before, 9 o'clock p.m., I should say, right? So this happened overnight. Always good to find those overnight zones. I want to bring us back to it. Now that 3-hour was also within a previous day high and low. And because of that, it worked out really well. Look at everything is everywhere because of the contract change. It's so annoying. Wherever that 3-hour was. This was when I took that trade. This was the previous day high and low. And come back to 3-hour. And look at that. The previous day low lined up right with that 3-hour, right? Sort of the same thing we were looking at right on this 1-hour supply zone. So this, again, is an A+ setup I'm looking for on crude oil today. So if we could take out that previous day high, 70.50, area to short. Market is open now, guys. Let's take a look at the ES and NASDAQ, both pretty weak at the moment. I said I was looking for shorts on NASDAQ around 20,560. I do have, guys, open that trade 0, that Benzinga contest, so I will look for some options trades if we do have a good move, you know, in favor. So that's pretty cool. Keep an eye on that too. I'll probably put somewhere in, somewhere like up here. Discord can't see it, but I have like an overlay going where it says like Apex Trader Funding and Bookmap code, Bullishbrs. Follow us on yada yada. I want to also promote that Benzinga contest. It's pretty cool. Because again, guys, it's free to sign up for. And if it's free, it's for me. I was hoping somebody would finish that. But fine, Marzidi, leave me hanging, dude.
You gotta test you sometimes. I gotta see if you can do this.
That's awesome. All right, yeah, let's check out previous day high and low on
break north.
Do a previous day.
On the 5-minute, we've got a drop, base, possible rally getting ready to form.
Oh, my mouse just disconnected. That's awesome. I hope that does that during a trade. Oh my god, that was crazy. That happened before with this mouse. I'm looking at gold right here, guys. Gold created a pretty nice supply zone right up here. I would probably look to see if we want to retest this imbalance for a short on gold, but the problem with that is, remember guys, that previous day high and low. We're above previous day high on gold right now, so even though we might be setting up a short setup, look at the higher highs we're making, look at the higher lows we're making. Going short here can be very dangerous because there's a good chance we could continue trend, right? We'd be fighting the trend, we'd be counter trend trading. The only thing I do see is this 15-minute is a basing candle right here, which could lead to a potential sell-off and some continuation. So with that being said, instead of trying to jump in a short here, anticipating a move lower, even though we've been very bullish, I'm going to wait to see if this 15 does want to close bearish, because if we're going to create a supply zone, we're not going to have one bearish candle, we're going to have a couple or a few. So let's take a look back at the NASDAQ and ES, because that's what everybody wants to look at. We have VIX is in between its previous day low and previous day high, which tells us a range. VIX is trying to push up, which is bearish. And we're just staying patient. We just filled this imbalance right here from yesterday, that 2 o'clock drop. And look at that drop, guys. This drop happened right on 2 o'clock on the dot. Remember, guys, if we're looking at hourly candles or hourly time frames, the first 5-10 minutes of an hourly candle and the last 5 to 10 minutes of an hourly candle can be extremely volatile. Silver's in a supply, but I'm not sure if it was broken yet. I don't think it was. It was. It absolutely was. Delete that, delete that. Come on, Silver, give us something. 1 hour. Check Silver on the hourly. huge supply zone, but it's like not the best zone, right? So something I teach to a lot of the mentees, guys, and my students and clients is that if we have a crazy wick like this one, and that the move doesn't really follow through, we don't like it, right? Now, if this move fell this fast, which it sort of did, it took a couple days, but it got there. You know, we would want the move to essentially be maybe 3x the size of the zone, right? So this is 2.1, the zone is 0.6. So this could almost be valid, but the zone is very large. Would not look for that zone. I'd maybe then zoom in on the 15-minute and see if there's a 15-minute zone there, maybe a 30-minute, but still really not seeing anything up there on silver. If you guys want to see anything, please let me know. Right now we're waiting for gold, crude, or ES and NQ, right? We're looking for supply on the NASDAQ. Right now we're in the middle of nowhere, so we're not trusting the move. And we're looking for either a supply on, supply on crude. Again, that's that A+ setup that I'm going to be looking for today. And, yeah, other than that, we're staying patient, guys. Market just opened. It's only 9:34. Could be as patient as we can be. A lot of selling pressure on ES right here, guys. Look at ES on Bookmap. A lot of sellers, but they were also met with a lot of buyers. So I'm not too... I'd be concerned if I was in a long position, but I also wouldn't look to go short just yet. I know obviously the momentum has been very strong to the downside. Look at that 5-minute, right? Again, I wouldn't look to go long here, but I probably also wouldn't look to try to chase shorts because of the indecision in the market, because we're not rejecting a supply zone or rejecting a demand zone. We're in the middle of nowhere right now. I'll check one more time to see if there are any demand zones that I missed. I think this was a 2-hour that I marked right here, or a 3-hour or something. This was a 3-hour. Now, guys, the 3-hour and the 2-hour, it's sort of tough, right? Can't really tell. I went with the 3-hour because it was a few ticks above the 2-hour, just to be a bit safer. The 2-hour. And over here, guys, I'm going to start those accountability sessions. I feel like those are really awesome, especially if you feel like, you know, you're past the foundation phase. You have your foundation, you have your strategy, whatever you're doing already, you feel pretty confident in, but you just don't have that accountability factor yet. You know, you still feel like you're lacking, you still feel like you're over trading, you feel like you're chasing trades, chasing trends. Accountability sessions are 100% for you, because to know in the back of your mind that, okay, it's Tuesday right now, I have my accountability weekly group session Saturday at 1 p.m. Okay, well, if I take this trade right now, I'm going to have to go over with the group that I took this trade that had zero confirmation. I was just chasing the trade at that point. I don't want to do that. You're going to tell yourself, I don't want to take that trade anymore, right? That I would feel dumb, because then if I get in this looking for a momentum trade and it does fail, well, then I'm selling at the lows or I'm buying at the highs, and I don't want to report back to my group that that's what I did. And that's really, really important. So if you're not doing like a coaching mentor session, definitely recommend trying to figure out some type of accountability group thing, or even with a friend. You know, you don't have to do it with me in the groups. We could do it with a friend that also trades. But it's good to do it with a group too, because I'm going to be sort of leading it and helping and guiding and everything. So that's why I sort of feel like that has a bit more benefits towards it, because then you could also learn from the experience. You're not just getting that accountability aspect, you're getting good input, good insight. Crude oil, trying to dump. I'll put an alert on crude for if it breaks previous day low. Any news coming out today at 10? Today's Friday. No news at 10. Get rid of this thing. We do have Fed Kashkari speech. What is that, Cardi? Playboy Cardi, guys. Fed Playboy Cardi is speaking at
We got 3 Fed speakers today.
Nice. Yeah, look at that. Well, 12 o'clock, I ain't worried about that. We're done by 11:30. Gold's coming up. It wants that imbalance up there. I'm going to throw a fib tool. See if we do have an optimal trade entry. We do, right there. 30-minute. What I want, the 15 to continue? Yeah, 15 did continue. Supply zone right here. What is this, 15 minute? When is the accountability sessions? Accountability sessions are going to be on the weekends for now, Saturday and Sunday. I haven't gotten around to putting some groups together yet. $50 a session I feel like is very reasonable for a one-time session a week. And again, it's going to keep your accountability and perspective of the market, and it's going to really not boost your ego to make you cocky and want to take all these trades, but it's going to boost your confidence in the trade setups that you are being patient for, right? Because then guess what? On the flip side of taking a BS trade and going to your accountability group, if you take a really good trade with a really high confirmation, imagine how good that's going to feel to come back to your group session and say, guys, look at this trade setup I just took. It was a previous day high sweep with the supply zone, and we were following the trend, and I netted a 4-1, a 5-1. This was my greatest trade this week. Like, how great will that feel? Because now you're not only winning that trade, you're not only sharing that trade with others that are also looking to trade, but you're being rewarded for good behavior, right? And that's what we need. Almost like, this is going to sound really funny, but when you're training a dog, you give them a treat when they do something good. When you're at work, right, they offer maybe promotions if you're doing good. Trading, there are no promotions, there are no bosses, there are no treats. So we psychologically as humans got to figure that out ourselves. Maybe a treat would be not flexing our trade, but showing off our trade. Like, this happened because this happened. Absolutely, yo, Brandon, absolutely. Let me know. Again, Saturdays and Sundays, probably be like an hour, hour and a half per session. Give everybody like 15, 20 minutes to go over their trades. And again, it's really great because you could also see what other people are trading too.
Yeah, Kevin said I was doing really great, so I'm going to double size.
Well, I'll never tell you that. I will say maybe, if you're doing good, you could always 20% increase your risk by 20% if you're on a win streak. But other than that, nope, don't increase that lot size. All right, let's see. So I'm looking at gold right up in here. Up in here, up in here. Potential OTE trade. Now, I don't think that gold trade is an A+ setup. So we're going to be a little careful with it. Get gold on Bookmap. Not seeing really anything much here sell-wise. So we're going to wait. If it starts to dip below, like if we start seeing selling, that's the buying pressure on ES and NQ right now, guys. Remember that? Look at this big John Wick right there. Glad we weren't chasing shorts like I said before, guys. Huge. I'm going to give gold a shot in that zone because of that rejection. So if we could push one more time into that zone, I'm short gold, stop loss at the high. Might have missed that entry. Yeah, look at that. How do you like them apples? I'm so funny. Stupid. Do have to be careful with the shorts because remember, we have been a bit more bullish on gold. I'll probably start the position with one contract.
Alright, I'm trying a long on crude.
I thought you were going to say gold. I was going to say you're going long on gold while I'm short gold. You'll bank. No, I'm just playing. We'll see. Minute 50 left. Gold finding that rejection again. How'd the 1 minute look? Yeah, give me a test of that zone one more time, please. Please. Come on, market. I'm saying please. Is it not going to? It should. 2780. Looking for a short on gold. 2780. 5 minute closes in a minute 20. Give me a retest of that zone. I'm going to go short on gold. Getting close to that retest. I'm starting with one contract on gold here. At the zone. I wanted a retest of that zone real quick. But I'm worried because now the 5 minutes closing soon. So I'm going to keep my entry there. But I'm really only going to... Okay, so I'm in one contract gold, but I am worried because the 5 minute doesn't close for another 50 seconds. And now could get volatile and want to go spike my stop loss. So we're going to be a little patient here. We're in short gold. And we're just sort of waiting. Stop loss at 27.2880. Not the most ideal setup because we have been more bullish. So that's why we're going light in our size. And we were really waiting for a good crude oil short, right? So we're looking for crude oil short way up here, though. So going to be patient. Probably going to stop out of gold. What's that?
Scratch on the long.
Yeah. Oh, you got out already?
Came back. It started pulling back, so I moved up to break even and scratched out.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not liking gold here. That 5 minutes too strong in my opinion. So without a strong rejection lower, right? Like a strong, I'm talking like sweep this 50% right here. If we could sweep that 50%, we'll hold it. If not, I will look to exit. Yeah, buyers are too strong here on gold. I'm going to exit right there, guys, right? And that's cutting our loss short. Cutting it right there, right? Now, if it does continue, then guess what? I'm going to find a re-entry. But right now, these 5 minute candles are very strong, giving me no sign of a reversal. So stopping out before my final stop loss at this point is keeping my risk even smaller, keeping my losses even smaller. So great risk management on that. Crude oil still in the middle of nowhere. No good trades on it just now. We do have a 15-minute supply that we are retesting on gold. And obviously I like my supply and demand zones a lot better than any type of imbalance. And this supply zone does match up with the 78%. So with all of that being said, still going to wait for the 5 minute to push in and close below. Crude is doing nothing in my favor. NASDAQ ES doing nothing right now. We see that previous day lows being broken on the VIX, which is bullish, right? So that's bullish on ES. Let's see if we get ES and NQ up here somewhere. Not really seeing too much buying on ES at the moment. YouTube guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you all for always tuning in and showing love. It's funny, I'd maybe consider a long on ES because ES has been more bullish. Gold's still pushing higher. And something that would keep me bullish on ES is the 5 minute chart, right? 5 minute chart's trying to make its way back higher again. So maybe we will take a very light trade on ES long in that 1 minute if we want to hold. My volume working? It's still not working? Weird. Okay, so we're going to give a light shot on longs here on ES because it's at VWAP and at the zone. I'm still not the biggest fan, guys. The price action's been real crap lately. The 15-minute time frame, I was hoping we would get an impulse move higher to create a 15-minute demand zone right here if we want to continue back higher. If not, we probably are just going to run back to those lows. We do have to be a little careful. I'm still waiting for that 5 minute to close. Some sellers stepping in, 58.93. 50's pretty strong on Bookmap right now on ES. We do have some selling pressure coming in. Not a fan of that for any longs. Going to be patient. Nice. See that selling pressure is trying to hold in this zone near VWAP. So that's sort of giving me a little bit of confidence. So we're just really, again, going to stay patient. Some sweeps coming in too. That's great to see. We really want to see a strong rejection or reaction out of this zone. They're pulling this level right here, which isn't good. We want them to keep the levels under us as support, but they're pulling it, which means they might be anticipating that we go and break it. Good selling pressure right there. Yep, no good on that. No good on that. Just gonna wait right now. Again, very 0, 0, 0 A+ setups. Looking at gold right here, it is in that supply zone trying to reject. We will see how this 5-minute wants to close. ES and NQ have been just chop city. No trades, no setups, no A+ setups, I should say. Gonna bring crude back over here. Let's see. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. I have like 5,000 tabs open right now. I sort of want to take that on crude. I sort of don't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, crude, what I'm seeing is...
I mean gold, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, tell me.
Well, we're really overextended on multiple time frames to the downside on crude oil. The leaderboard, though, for crude is just wicking up and down. So I don't think any decision is made yet.
Okay. Cool. I'm thinking of grabbing a gold short here if it starts to reject this zone with the stop loss right at this recent high. But it's, again, the 5 minutes been very bullish. So if we want to scale out of this supply zone, I'm going to wait for a close somewhere up here and a retest to go long, right? Or create an imbalance here and a retest to go long, whatever it might be. ESNQ chopping away. Gold, bit of a strong move here, good buying pressure. But again, we're in a supply zone, so I would be careful. Not really getting anything too strong on gold in either direction. Well, buyers were pretty strong on gold for a while. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and good morning. Starting to get weak here on gold. But again, it's keep looking like it's getting weak, and then what's happening is it's pumping. So we're going to be patient. Got to remember that daily has been bullish on gold. We're above previous day high on gold too, but we are in a supply zone. So a bit of a rock and a hard place at the moment. 15-minute, 30-minute, what are these time frames telling me? Nothing too much. I like this rejection. Might start a short position on gold. We're going to have to see. I do like that. It's a good rejection. If we could hold down here, I will add to gold. I did start a short position at 27.29. Stop loss, I'm going to keep it very tight on gold since buyers keep on stepping in. Stop loss at 27.30.40. And again, not really, sellers are really having trouble with this. So I wouldn't be surprised if it stops us out. We're just not getting A+ setups, guys, to my playbook, right? To my setups, to my rule book, to however I trade, right? My plays, not seeing it lately. A lot of times setups I like to look for, supply and demand zones. I like to look for an imbalance. I like to look for maybe a broken demand zone, then a reversal. Any of these setups are great, but if we're not getting it, then we're just not getting it. Sell iceberg starting to form here on gold. Giving me the smallest bit of confidence in it. Nothing too crazy. Because remember, every time we try to sell off, buyers step right back in. Minute 8 left on the 5 minute. If this 5 closes red, hoping this... I'm still short gold, almost back to break even, hoping this 15-minute fair value gap holds. The 15-minute fair value gap, that's that blue one, right? Yeah, I know, I was looking for that one too. But I don't know, man. It's tough. We broke it. I really want this 5-minute candle to push either below it or back below that 61%. But right now, look at the buyers trying to step in again. It's the last 30 seconds of the 5-minute. What are we going to get? We're going to get a move higher. We do have divergence. Silver's been much stronger too than gold. Silver's at a new high a day. Gold is not at a new high of day. But with silver being stronger, that tells me metals are bullish right now. So 14 seconds left in the 5-minute. If we close with a rejection candle out of the supply, I'll hold. Right now, it looks like it's just going to go hit my stop loss, though, in this 5-minute. Yeah, not a fan of that. If we get a quick reaction lower, I'll probably just get right on out. If we get a reaction lower without selling pressure, I'll get out, but no bueno. I'm almost thinking of flipping this to longs here, but I hate going long in supply. I'd much rather cut my loss short. And we are still in supply. 15-minute closes in 5 minutes. So it's like we could wait for the 15 to close. Why is my short position tool gone? This is sort of where we're at right now. We would like to see these lows be taken out. If these lows could be taken out, because we don't really have much demand under us, I would really like to see a strong run to the downside. Just really got to be careful on this 5 right now. I am worried that this 5 might want to push green and then reverse, that I might have my stop loss too tight, but I don't want to mess with my stop loss, because if I move it up here and then it still stops me out, then I'm just risking more and still getting stopped out. So I'd rather stop out here, just like that stopped me out, and it is what it is, right? We'll wait for the 15 to close. We'll look back at crude. We'll look at NASDAQ. What are the other futures doing, right? What else can we see? Dude, this guy hits me up. He's like, "Oh, I'm up 5K right now. That's awesome. That's great." But I don't know if they're real. You ever have that one person that hits you up that's like, "Yo, I just made XXX," and it's like, I don't know about that. Yo, no say. So we stopped out of gold again. Buyers are very strong here, no longer trying any longs in gold. We see silver, the metals have been stronger. Crude's been chopping around like crazy. Looking at the hourly time frames, always good to look at every time frame, right? Hourly closes in 2.5 minutes. Look at gold pumping away. Remember, guys, I said if gold wants to try to push through the supply zone, I will look for a retest to go long. Other than that, if we close below the supply zone on the 15, then I will look for shorts. If this candle here closes red, I'm taking shorts on gold, and that will be the last short I take on gold today.
Gold leaderboard is strongly green.
What do you mean leaderboard?
Correlated stocks, they're at least a 0.9 correlation, minimum criteria kind of stuff. So I picked the top best 4 most correlated to gold and do a summation like you do with your market index.
Right, okay.
So
it's pretty cool.
I'll post it over in Maine so you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Ladies and gents, I'll be right back. Go grab a water, stay hydrated. Let the market bore you. Don't chase. Alright. Anything? Anything crude? 40 seconds left in the 5 minute on crude here. Very important, these last few seconds, especially because it's the last few seconds of the hourly as well. I want that to close bullish on ES. Right now, the hourly is a big indecision candle. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Oh, gold. I like that gold rejection. I said I would take it short if that candle closed red. Which it did. But how'd the 15 and the 30 close and everything? 15 closed pretty nice rejection. We'll try one gold short and keep a tight stop loss on it. You know, we might have been too early to the short party, but this might be it. Good selling pressure. Throw an ad on there. Nice. Come on, give me a good rejection lower crude gold. That's a good selling pressure right there. Ooh, it's wicking though. It's wicking. I'm going to look to take first TP at this 5 minute imbalance right here. I'm worried for these shorts because, again, every time we sell off from supply lately, we've been failing. So I'm a little concerned. The supply hasn't broken yet, so I'm still giving it that strength, but I'm still, you know, acknowledging that every time sellers try to step in, buyers step right back. So if this level could hold right here to push us lower, that'd be great. If not, we are going to be moving our stop losses up a little bit. It might even wick back into supply, right? So let's pull up gold. Keep it big for us. Really looking for continuation here to the downside on gold. But this is some good buying pressure that we do have to be careful with. I gotta turn that off. I don't want to hear that right now. I want to hear gold. Gold's trying to push lower. Not much support under us, but also not much resistance above us either. So I'm still in these shorts. I want to see the selling pressure bring us lower on gold for a strong move lower. First target will be 27.25. If we get a crazy move though, I'll probably keep that first target down here. To be honest, if we do hit that target, we're probably going to hit this target. So really just, I'm probably going to, yes, take that first target at the 27.25, that fair value gap, because the market's been more bullish, right? Got to play it safer. And then I'll let the one contract run. Got to let a winner run.
Gold's VWAP is down at 27.23-ish.
Oh yeah? Okay, cool. I like the selling pressure here. I don't like that it keeps stalling out. Big red flag, but I mean the sellers are there, the volume's trying. Yeah. Oh, gold. What are we doing, gold? What are we gonna do with you? I knew it. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Looking for this area to hold as resistance. This was support. I want it to hold as resistance now. But it's keep failing. Buyers keep trying to step in here. Gotta be real careful with these gold shorts. I like that initial reaction on the 5-minute. Really want to see continuation with it. Minute 18 left though. Remember, every time we come into that last minute of the 5-minute, we get like a crazy move higher. So I am going to be careful with these shorts. I like this rejection so far because it hit that 1-minute imbalance that was created on the fair value gap. So that's pretty clean. Just going to stay patient, guys. Again, good selling pressure trying to step in. But every time sellers step in, what do we get? A quick spike up. A quick spike up. So give us that dump. And don't spike up this time, right? You got 40 seconds left in the 5-minute. Very worrisome because of that. Every time the last minute of the 5-minute today, it pumps, just like it's doing right now. But now we're starting to get a little resistance up here. So we're just going to respect our target, respect the stop loss. Not the biggest fan because higher time frame is bullish on gold. If we were at least in that previous day's range, that would be one thing, but we're not. And it's more of a bullish trend right now. So we're going to be patient. We were looking for a liquidity sweep lower. Doesn't look like we're going to get it. It'd sure be nice, but it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. Some buying pressure stepping back in again. My stop losses are at 27.30.80. Buying pressure again though here on gold. And keep doing that. You know why? Because I like trading crude more, but gold was giving us the setup while nothing else was. But clearly, it doesn't matter. This was not an A+ setup. Yep, good buying pressure again. It's what happens every time in that last minute of the 5-minute. And now the first minute of the 5. So, probably going to end up stopping out of this. And that's all she wrote. Still in it. Didn't stop me out just yet. It was just a tick away. There it is. Alright, stop
Hey
that.
Kevin,
Hey, what's going on? Good morning.
you know that song you just quoted is about an abortion?
What song? Wait, what I quote? Wait. What I quote?
It's all she wrote. Murder She Wrote.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Did you know
Ironclad.
that?
Ironclad, don't come in here to make me look bad.
No, it's all good, man. Hey, I used to DJ that song back in the day. Dance to it, but
I wasn't quoting that. I swear there was no intention on that. Yeah, I mean, who said that? Wes said, it's holding. It is holding. Patience is key. Gold still hasn't broken that previous 15 high. The biggest issue is, though, it has been more bullish today, right? It's been more bullish in general. So short just did not work out.
Well, the overall trend has been bullish on
Yeah.
the daily. It's just been steadily marching up.
Yeah. How's ES and
But it-
MQ?
But I mean, it looked like it made all its move in pre-market.
Yeah. 15 looks bearish. Why are we bullish right now? See how everything's just so choppy? Still waiting for NASDAQ supply zone up here. Weighted index is trying to push higher. Any strong equities? We got any maybe 0 DTE trades coming up? Let's see. Where's my platform? Let's check out options. Let's go to Meta. I like Meta right now for some strength. Meta is one of the strongest right now. Ooh, Netflix is crazy right now. Why is Netflix up 10% right now? Wow. Okay.
Just had earnings.
Gotcha. So let's check out. This is Meta. 0 DTE. Today is the 18th. You guys see Robinhood's gonna offer options, futures now? That's pretty cool.
You have to download their desktop app.
Oh yeah, you can't do it on your phone?
Doesn't look like it yet, but on the desktop app you can do it.
Gotcha. Look at Gold, man. Gold was playing with me today, but I'm out of it for good now.
I'm done for the day. Chop, chop, chop.
Yup, for sure.
This morning
for sure.
it's been, if you don't catch a bottom or if you don't catch a top, you catch a chop.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. These are tight ranges. Let's go over some
Gold has
upgrades.
a good box setup from that high, that the high at 835, the low at 910. It's got a good box setup there, but who knows when it's going to break it.
And we got all this Feds chipping teeth today, so
All right. Let's see. Gold's still chopping. It's really funny because it really is telling me that there is still a good chance it'll push lower. But I said that was my last trade. I really shouldn't.
let's just talk chit chat. Right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And as it breaks out, we
As
just
it,
chit chat.
yeah.
That's all I gotta do.
Nah, I wouldn't take gold again. I'm done with gold. Medicals?
And Q
I
just
should use
hit
quant
my
data
target.
right now. That's what I should do. Quant data. Let me bring up another tab for my computer to have a stroke over. Let's see. Quant data. Quant data is cool for options traders. So let's go over to my custom page. What? Or not. Let's go to flow analysis. Bring this up a little bit. No. Where is it? Dark pool. That's what I was looking for. Equity prints right here so we can see which equities are the strongest. Time. Let me lower this a little bit. Make it 50 million. Is that million? That's 5 million. Did that save? Yeah. Oh, alert. What'd I get an alert on? What was it? Crude oil. Oh yeah, crude oil breaking that previous day low. Look at gold, still trying to reject, guys. ESNQ. Where are the medicals? What up, Amity? There are the medicals. Okay, I'm probably gonna look. I was thinking of getting medicals, but just like ES and NQ are chopping, meta, everything else is chopping. I was looking for potential medicals down here while we're dipping, because that would be a good spot to buy options. But if the dip continues, it's not a good spot to buy options. Minute 52 left in the 5. We are looking more bullish right now. Let me see. Can I bring up meta? Let's do net drift, flow analysis, and we're going to put meta in here. Yep, flow analysis is bullish on Meta. Minute 18 left in the 5, though. I'm gonna if we could start pushing back higher, these last minute 15, I will go long on Meta. If not, the selling pressure here looks pretty strong, then we're not going to go long, right? We're gonna keep chopping and we're just gonna wait. VIX has still been trying to push lower, which is bullish. Meta with a pretty strong pullback. 15-minute closes in 50 seconds. Take a look at the 15-minute. Jeez, what a boring day. Yo, R.I.P. Zayn from One Direction. That's crazy, guys. That's so unfortunate how depression works. You know, Robin Williams, all these famous rich people. Just money does not buy happiness. Health. We need our health before everything. If we don't have our health, then nothing else matters. Whether it's physical health, mental health, anything.
Wasn't Robin Williams? Didn't he get diagnosed with something, and then he was just like, "Peace out."
Was he? I thought it was obviously.
Something.
I thought it was the depression, and then I thought he started taking antidepressants that made it worse or something. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I could be wrong too. I don't remember.
Yo, Mark, it's this boring. Let's look it up.
He was such a great guy, though.
He was great. True legend. Oh, you know, we'll look up diagnosis. Lewy body dementia. Oh, but that was after his death. Yeah. Alright. Still, regardless, very unfortunate and sad situation. Basing candle here on the 15-minute on ES, not so much on the NASDAQ. Look at crude again trying to make another run higher. No longer interested. I'm sorry, gold. Keep doing that. Gold trying to make that run higher. Crude trying to make that run lower. Crazy selling pressure on crude. I gotta work on my setups that are not supply and demand setups, because supply and demand setups are great. However, sometimes, just like days like today, we're not near supply and demand. But gotta remember to use that to my advantage too, because we're not near any zones. I haven't taken any trades on ESNQ. I've been trying to get in and out, haven't been getting chopped up, haven't been trying to go long here, go long there, go short there. Just been watching it and seeing the chop. Crude's nuts to the downside, probably gonna have another run too. We look good to the downside. Said that and we popped. Untouchable market.
Short of micro NQ, 515.
Good luck.
Should I get my $50? Monopoly money?
Take it.
I'm green today. That's amazing on OpEx.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's check out Netflix.
Like, just in and out, like trying to get break even as soon as I can and take $10 at a time, you know.
All right, there we go. I'm checking out Netflix right now, guys. NFLX, because it's making a new high a day right now. And it had earnings. Netflix is just pretty expensive. What do we look for? 765 and 2 zigzags. I don't think I have Netflix on Bookmap. Let me see. I think it's Dex Feed or some shit like that. Yeah. Is crude still pushing lower? No, that's NASDAQ now. I said bears were looking good on that because of that 15-minute time frame, but it doesn't change the fact that we've just been so choppy. Crude looks pretty good for a scalp lower, but that's just because the momentum's been there. If we could break that 69 level on crude. Oh, we did break 69 on crude. Oh, is that a wrong? That's right, that's the wrong contract. Great. Oh, that's why the volume's like nothing too. I'm like, what's going on with this crude chart? What is it, X or Z now? It's Z now.
Yeah, it rolled the last couple days, and so yeah, it's on Z.
That's better. That's better.
So for those of you who do not understand how that works on contracts, when the daily volume, the intraday volume, is higher in the next contract, it has rolled. So it's based on the intraday volume. When it moves over, so like the crude X contract expires in 4 or 5 days, and then you go in there and you see the volume has moved over to the Z, then the Z is now the current contract. That's all it is. It's when the trading volume moves.
We don't have demand for a while on crude.
Going long here on the NASDAQ. Kevin, hey, Twitch partner, Moonshift here.
Hey, what's up, Moonshift? You say you're going long on NASDAQ?
Yeah, long on NASDAQ. I just, I caught a 35 pointer on the NASDAQ, so that was nice, and that gave me a bit of breathing room.
Good. That's good. Be careful with those longs. The market has been very choppy, you know, very inconsistent moves. Lewy body disease can only be diagnosed with an autopsy. Oh, I didn't know that. Byron, thank you. I didn't see your comment till just now. Lewy body disease can only be diagnosed with an autopsy. I did not know that. I wonder if it had anything to do with his death, though. Okay. Choppy, choppy, choppy. I'm waiting for crude oil to test this imbalance. So look at Bookmap right here, guys. You see how we had strong selling here, and then we had a crazy, we just dropped. We didn't fill any orders, this imbalance right here. These are 0 nodes, right? Session volume profile, 0. Nothing was filled here. So around 68, 78, that's where I want to get filled. That's where I want to see the market pull back on crude to hit those orders. We're still pushing lower, though, so it is what it is right now. We're going to be patient. Netflix is Netflixing around right now.
Kevin, are you looking for a bounce back off of 68.70, or are you looking for higher selling, more selling?
I'm looking for us to pull back and to go lower off of 68.78. So, like, this 68.80 right here, too. Just very, yeah, but crude oil's got like some massive, massive momentum to the downside right now, so we might not get that pullback. And if that's the case, I'm going to keep that imbalance to look for maybe tomorrow to use it as either a target or an area of interest. But even right now, you know, we're moving on the 5-minute chart lower. So, you know, it might take a few candles. It might take 15, 20 minutes for it to pull back and then go lower, right? So I'm not going to jump in right here. This is the setup I'm looking for because that's also where that previous day low is, right? So previous day low lines up right with this imbalance. See if we could retest that imbalance, get those unfilled orders, and come back lower. Now that would be my setup on crude versus the one I was waiting for, this 1 hour previous day high setup. That would have been so nice. Oh well. That would have been like A plus because it was also that we had a high sitting right there too. But it is what it is. Netflix pumping. Meta's selling off. Glad I didn't get meta calls. Those would be worthless.
Out of my shorts, now I'm long.
Yo, be careful, man. That reverse button's gonna chop you up harder than the market does. Gotta be careful.
I can't afford to like stay in a Park Place hotel probably with today, but I'm doing all right.
Listen, but look at our equities. Meta's selling off. Amazon got weak near its previous day high. Netflix even with a little bit of a pullback. Microsoft is chopping, very little volume, little moves. Weighted index is weak, but trying to hold this range. Everything's very range bound, which means there's going to be 0 to no follow through. What looks like we might continue higher ends up failing. What looks like we might sell off and continue lower ends up failing.
Nice little 15-second breaker for the upside that's playing out.
15-second? I'm just messing with you, bro.
Well, when it's like this, whenever you are feeling like it may be turning around, going down there, it can kind of, because usually the turnarounds are kind of taking a few minutes, no?
Well,
So
the thing,
15 second, you can kind of see
the whole,
if it is a reversal.
the whole thing with looking at a lower time frame to try to catch the reversal sooner is the lower time frame is going to give you a reversal signal 1,000 times before giving you a real reversal. So it gets difficult if you don't have your zones or areas, or if you're still in a range or you're in chop and you're trying to use a 1 minute time frame. It's going to be very difficult unless you're getting in and out on the 1 minute, right? You're really scalping. But look at the 1 minute here on
Don't you
ES.
know me?
I'm
I
out.
like difficult.
What'd you say?
I said, don't you know me
I'm
by
out.
now? I like difficult.
Nice. Good, Goda. I'm glad you like difficult, but make trading easier for yourself. And
I'm out on that long, Kevin.
you're out of
I was on the 1 second.
what? Oh my God, guys, come on now. 5 minute. 5 minute. Still waiting for crude.
Right. For me, it's 5 minutes. 5 minutes for entry and 1 second for paranoia.
5
I
and
got
50.
out at those highs.
Listen, guys, if you're trading, even trading the 5 minute, look at the 15 before you enter. Look at the 30 before you enter, right? And if that 15 is screaming that we're still moving lower and you're trying to go along, wait a second. Wait 1 extra second and see if waiting would keep you out of that bad trade or if you should have got in. But regardless, I can almost promise you, waiting will keep you out of a bad trade. More times than not. Still chopping here, right? We looked like we wanted to go long here, and then we chopped. We looked like we wanted to go short here, and then we wicked. VIX is choppy too. VIX, on the other hand,
Those lows.
VIX is below previous day low, which is bullish, right? When the VIX is pushing lower, that's bullish. So ES is chopping, that's not bullish, right? It's a difficult price action right there. All right, I'm looking at crude, and we see this imbalance zone, and now we see a strong level right here at 68.84.85. So a few things are starting to line up here on crude for a potential short entry. Now we're going to be patient for this entry. It's a 5 minute fair value gap. Maybe look for a 1 minute or 5 minute entry. Meta's falling off a roof right now. Maybe meta puts? $577 puts? Do they have 577? They have 577.50. Good. Let's, I'm thinking of taking meta puts at this point, but I want to be a bit patient on equities. Yo, Byron, are you still there in YouTube right now? I'm waiting for meta, guys. I'm probably gonna look for meta puts. I want to see how this 1 minute moves, though. I want this 1 minute to start pushing back lower, and I'll grab some meta puts because the 5 minute has been very bearish. No, it doesn't want to open a new candle on meta for me. That's pretty funny. There we go. We'll wait on meta. We'll wait on everything, really. What's up, Byron? No, I was curious, how did you know about that Lewy body disease? That's pretty cool. That's cool that you knew that. Might not be cool that you knew, might be a bad reason why you know that, but it's an interesting thing to know. Not everybody knows that. Buying pressure coming in, ES, NQ. Again, just chopping everywhere, guys. Look at these wicks on NQ. Would have wicked people out of this last 5 minute candle if you kept your stop loss that tight.
Long NQ. Oops, short NQ. Long NQ. Oops, short NQ.
Family experience. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, man, I'm so sorry about that. I'm very sorry about that. Still looking for crude here, guys. Want crude 60. Ideally, I think it was what, 68.83. 15 minute, 30 minute. Looking bearish on crude. Look at the third. Oh, you see, this is what I should have seen on the 30 right here. 30-minute supply zone that formed right here. It had the sell-off, so we would look for continuation on this candle at 9 o'clock. Then we even had continuation when we opened. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. What up, Globetrotter17? What's poppin'? Let's see. So this will be our 30-minute supply on crude. ES and NQ, are they still weak? Not really. Buyers are trying their best, but so are sellers. It's Chop City right now, guys. Is it Quad Witch week or something? Today's the 18th? Nope, not Quad Witching. Is it? No, I think it is. Right? It's the third week of the month? Or is that every like 3 months or something? Every 4 months or something? I think it's every 3 months. I want to figure out, guys, how cool would it be? Not laughing at the end. Oh, you're good. Oh, yeah, laughing at the NQ short. Yeah, it's funny, man. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go long, I'm gonna go short, I'm gonna go long, I'm gonna go short. But that's what the 1 minute will do to you. Like, let's look at the replay real quick. Guys, use the replay system. It's so much fun. Oh, that looks good. I'm gonna go long. Oh, no, wait. Oh, there we go. Now I'm gonna go short. Oh, see, I would have been half right. But it's just, look at the chop. It's too choppy. There is no clear direction. And you can just easily see that on the 5 minute. You can see it even more easily on the 15 minute. When in doubt, zoom out. Nobody's got a gun to your head telling you have to take a trade right now. Not every day is tradable.
Hey, drop that replay to 5-second chart.
Yeah, I'm not trying to give my computer a heart attack over here right now. My computer's already lacking. Here we go, crude. Alright, where's my tab, my entry tab? Now we're playing basketball. I'm bored. Let's see. How time is it? Gotta be near 11. 10:30. 30 minute just opened. Yeah, I'm gonna probably take crude when it taps, when it hits that zone. Yeah, I'm just staying patient now, guys. That 84.68, 84.68, 88, that looks pretty good. So like if I get an entry at like 83 or something, that would be cool. That's selling pressure on NQ now? Oh my goodness. Weren't we just going long? Nope.
I'm hoping that's a manipulation.
Dude, this whole day is manipulation. Stop trading it. Nah, I'm just kidding. Just gotta be careful. We just haven't gotten that move yet. It's only been an hour into market open. I'm out of swing trades for the week. I'm holding call options on GME through mid-November. It's $25. Note options, but okay with the amount I'm risking. Good. Be careful when you're trading options that your risk, whatever your total amount is, you're okay losing. Because let's say you do $10,000 on an option trade, and you're like, it's okay, I'll have my stop loss at $2,500, whatever the contract price may be. If we gap down, like let's say you're in calls and we gap down and open a lot lower, it doesn't matter where your stop loss is, it's going to fill you at an even worse price. I'm going to take crude short at some point up here in our little zone. The danger zone. Haven't been down here for a while. Some buying pressure coming in. How's the hourly look? $90-minute looks good to continue. Crude oil alerts going off. Going to... Let's wait 1 second. Let's start the position. Didn't fill me yet. Give me a little push in there. A little push in there, I'm gonna be filled. Alright, we're filled on a crude short. It's again though, it's really a tough spot in the sense that the markets have been very choppy. There's been a lot of inconsistencies. Let's see, the 0 point. I want to be careful with my stop loss because I do want to see if we could grab this imbalance right here. This imbalance is major. We're at that previous day low too. There's that rejection. We're going to add there. And keep my stop loss now at sort of the top of that fair value gap. So we're looking for sellers to continue on crude. We're in 2 crude contracts. Just staying patient now, trading that daily trend, trading this momentum to the downside. Good little reaction so far. Really looking for that 30 to push red too. Look how red the 30-minute candles have been. Well, I want that to continue. There's no reason it shouldn't continue right now. Nice reaction. Good double down on it so far. Just got to be patient on this. Sellers have been very strong on crude today, and I want to take advantage of that. I want to be in for the next leg lower. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my god, what an entry so far, guys. So far. I say so far because we still got 2 minutes left for the 5 to close, and it could do anything. It could push way back up and close up there now. We didn't really have selling pressure bringing us lower. We did just sort of react at that point. I was considering turning this to a scalp and getting out right now because I'm not trusting anything in the market. But we're just going to wait and see. Don't want to cut the winner short in case it does want to continue to that final TP. We are below previous day low. You know, it could look like it wants to gun it lower. There we go, crude. Give me a new low a day, crude. Let's just drop it. Let's just drop it like it's hot. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. 2 crude contracts. Really looking for a move lower at this point and to continue moving lower. So yeah, this is patience, guys. Patience is key. Wait for that trend. This is a higher probability than any of the other little setups we were looking for because it's following that higher time frame trend. And because crude's had momentum to the downside so far today. I'm thinking of getting out of one contract to lock in gains so that this trade will be a no-lose. But I also do, again, like I said, I want to be patient. I do sort of want to see how this 5 closes to see if we want to gun it to a new low of day again on crude. So that would be ideal. I'd want to see the dollar start increasing because that usually increases while crude and oil decrease. I don't like the buyers trying to step in here, but they haven't been too strong. We'll let the 5-minute close. It's given a feel that it wants to try to pop again. Yo, Alex, what's up, Alex? Sorry, I didn't see your message till just now. Give me a half a second just to see how crude plays out, if we want to hold it or not. And I will get to your message in just a minute. Okay, we'll hold crude. Good morning, good morning. It's Alex. Can't believe you explained that call. I literally was talking a course from Instagram person and they were teaching stop losses and said they worked overnight. No way. Option stop losses do not work overnight. Please do not listen to them. Nice, crude. Come on, crude. Give us that push lower. Let's keep having trouble on this drop. I'm not too worried because, again, that 15, 30 minute, all those higher time frames were still giving me a better bearish bias. So we're just really going to wait right now. Talking to IBKR, TOS Weeble.
All right, Kevin, I got to run. You have yourself a good weekend, and we'll talk to you Monday morning.
All right, Marzita, you take care. Have a great weekend, man. Take care.
Thanks, you too.
All right,
bye, everybody.
Peace.
Cheerio, Mars man.
Crude's lacking here, guys. Big lacking. We're gonna wait a sec. Very low volume on crude. I wanted to see stronger selling pressure. Do I have, where's, there it is. CVD. Gotta find something to keep me bearish. Relayed to the instructor and they kicked me out of the group. Wait, they kicked you out of the group? What? Hold up, I gotta read this message again. Can't believe you just explained that about call options and stop losses. I literally was taking a course from an Instagram person and they were teaching stop losses and said they worked overnight. I got smacked down and asked why my stop didn't work, and after talking to IBKRTOS, we both found out stops do not fill outside RTH. Nope, of course not. Relayed that to the instructor and they kicked me out of the group. Yeah, that's crazy. That's actually freaking nuts. Could you send me their group name? Because I want to go call them out. I love that. I don't love that they're doing it wrong, but I love calling them out. Hey, Crude, do you want to sell off, please? No, I did. It's like, nah, I did that already. Why would I do that again? It was on. Yeah, that is unreal. That's like BS, really. And the fact that they charged you for it too, and I doubt that they are gonna give you your money back. That's insane. Insanely BS. Looking for a 9-1 on this crude short if it plays out. I don't think I don't know. I'd love it to. You know, a crazy sell-off on crude is not unheard of. Crude is currently down 2% today. Jessica Ramos, economy. I'm gonna look her up. Jessica Ramos. I'm gonna look her up right now. Cheers. How many futures stocks per trade are you typically buying at a time? If I'm doing minis, I'm usually just doing like maybe 2 contracts. I try to do at least 2 contracts so that we could scale out of one, you know, at like a first take profit and stuff. Other than that, I don't like that crude's getting some support under us. Oh, there we go. Take it out, crude. Just take it out, please. Please. What if I said please, crude, with a big smile on my face? I said,
Just throw your juju on the
please.
screen, man.
Yo, it's working. See, guys, you gotta have your manners. No, I'm just kidding. Please.
It's
I'm gonna
all
get-
about the power of the mind, man.
That's right. Always. In everything in life. I'm gonna get out of one contract. Please is not working. Actually, I'll let you guys know if I get out of one. Yeah, we're gonna look to get out of just one down here. 68.47. But it does look like it wants to dump again. I sort of want to let this 5 close if it wants to give us a dump. So it's strictly option. No, we're trading futures. So futures are futures contracts. So there are no Greeks on futures. Options have things like theta decay, delta, gamma, vega, all these other Greeks. Futures do not have those. It's like if I was looking at the 5-minute, I would like to hold this. But I'm just really losing confidence in these shorts right now. I don't know why. I'd like a massive sell-off, but we already had that on crude a few times. So, really looking for a second leg. We retested previous day low. We retested that fair value gap. Yeah, no, contract like a futures contract. Like 1 ES contract, 2 crude oil contracts, things like that. Dude, crude, don't pull back. Don't do that. I'm thinking maybe it'll pull back and retest the zone. But I'm respecting my stop loss. It's going to be right up here. It's weak buying pressure, so it's like, again, 5-minute would tell me bearish. 15-minute also bearish. 30-minute, pretty bearish. So we're just gonna wait. It might, it's unfortunate, but it might stop us out. You know, I probably should have scaled out of that one contract like I said I would. Did not. That's okay. We'll be patient now. See this right here, again, the 0 node on crude oil on the book map, and 0 nodes can sometimes work as magnets. That means there were no orders filled at that price level. 3 left on the 5. I'm really hoping it does continue back lower. We don't have a lower wick on the 5-minute right now. So again, ideally, first TP would like to be 68.33, this new low of day over here. Paper trading is not available outside RTH. Yeah, paper trading is not available on there as well. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened, Alex. It's really shot. Really, really messed up that they did that. It's very misleading. And wrong. You know, like, the hell. Crude. You're also wrong right now. $400? That's wild. And who was it? I want to look them up. Jessica Ramos. Jessica Ramos. Stock Bay. Oh my god, what an eye roll. That's ridiculous. I'm not even going to make you guys see what I just had to look at.
I want to see it, man. What is that? I'm curious now.
I'm gonna send a screenshot in the Discord so you guys could see this girl that makes most likely 0 money in real trading and just sells a course. Let's see.
I just built a day trading guide on ChatGPT right now in 2 minutes.
And you know what? That GPT guy probably knows more than this Stock Bay person does. I mean, so ridiculous. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty crazy timing that I was just talking about it too, and that you mentioned it. So this is her. Can I zoom in? I can't zoom in. Of course not. I don't want to miss out on crude either while it goes back to my entry point. But Stock Bay, trading educator, millionaire trader society, 21K students, 80 countries. Link below will help you. I do not DM anyone. I just scam them when they DM me. That's all she's saying. That's crazy, dude. Crazy that people got the audacity to do that. Like, be genuine about it. I've seen some people on Instagram, some traders, like these young guys, and they're real about it. They're like, yeah, you know, I'm not profitable yet, but I'm trying to get my first payout. And they have groups too. That's fine. You know, let people join your journey with you. But don't be something you're not. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you have the wrong information, I'm just so baffled that they told you that. I'm really not a fan of these crude shorts anymore. We're gonna let the 5-minute close. But, yeah, we'll wait and see. Really want a good sell-off at some point on crude, but it's struggling right now. I wanted to see this 15-minute wick off of that zone one more time and then push lower. We got 10 minutes left in the 15. So I would need the 2 5-minutes that we're on right now to dump. I have my stop loss. I'm going to keep my stop loss above that recent candle, like right over here. Really losing confidence in these shorts. Obviously, higher time frame trend is still in our favor, but the reaction we had to this zone, I would have wanted us to at least break. You alright?
Oh, my apologies. I thought I had.
You're good, bro. You're good.
I'm
You sick?
Still coughing for a week now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is that ESNNQ? Look at ESNNQ still chopping, guys. So choppy. Alright, crude. Really looking for you to make this run to the downside now. This could be a little bit of like a flag right here before we get that next leg. Look at gold. I said to watch that broken supply zone for an area to enter long, but I'm not going to do that. Even though I'm sure that'll work out while crude stops us out. Apparently everything should be a scalp. I'm seeing that, I'm noticing that with the current market conditions we're in, that a lot of my moves and setups, they work out at first, and if I were to scalp them, they'd be A+ scalps, but they end up pulling back, they don't end up hitting that final target. So with that being said, right, I could then adjust how I trade. I'm looking at the hourly too on crude. I really want the hourly to stay below this range. If it doesn't, the hourly might be a basing before we reverse back higher. Which again is a huge red flag. 7 minutes left. Really want it to push back lower on crude. But the market doesn't care what I want. The market's going to do what the market wants to do. That's why I have to know how much I'm risking and how much my reward is and how I'm trading. The more it hesitates to push lower, the more I feel like I should just get out. Because the longer it's hesitating here, the stronger it's trying to break through this zone. The more consolidation. The more keep failing. I really need to see a big sell bubble on crude. That will help us push lower. In 1 minute, keeps trying to push lower. Watch, this might wick right back up too. Really got to see good volume bringing us lower on crude. Without that, we're just ranging here and have the potential to break back higher. See what I'm saying? There's a very weak selling pressure here on crude, and it's sort of a huge red flag, but we haven't broken the zone. We haven't hit my stop loss. We're chopping. The higher time frame is still bearish. Blah, 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 blah. So that's why I'm holding. Shit, if it starts to work out, right, and it's really moving in my favor, I'm not going to take profit at my first TP. I'll move my stop loss to break even at my first TP and ride it out to the demand zone down here. So I wanted this 5 minute to be red, I want the next 5 minutes to be red. Yeah, Alex, send me like a screenshot of like the DMs or whatever that they were saying to you, because that's so wild. That's so wild. Oh, send me a photo on Discord. Let me check. That's a good red 5 on the 5 right there on crude. I'll hold these shorts. Does anyone have a broker that can fill stops overnight? I would highly encourage, while you're getting this squared away on your end, work on fine-tuning your entries. Wait, who's who? Is that all them? Alright, crew, time to pick up some blackout name is me. Okay. Alright, crude, it's time to dump crude. Yo, good morning, Trade Wolf. What's going on? Yeah, we've been real choppy. We're currently in a short on crude that's really not looking too ideal right now. Would really need that break on this 5 to continue lower to take out this low right here. So for the moment, we're just sort of being patient. Our entry was right here in the fair value gap. Stop loss is currently above that recent pivot high. I do like this volume starting to come in here, but I don't like that we are in an area of support. Would really need to see us break these levels and pull those levels off of Bookmap. Let's keep failing over and over and over. But it's keep trying to push lower and lower and lower. So, gotta be patient here. Gotta be careful here, but gotta be patient here. And Jessica is yes. Say yes to Jess. Wow, what a cool name. Let's see. Let's wrap this. Yo, she said, let's wrap this topic up, please. As soon as somebody goes, let's wrap this topic up, you made them uncomfortable. If you made them uncomfortable asking a question about how options and stocks work in an options and stock group, that's bananas. That's wild. You should put them on blast. What would you do to scale a small account 1 to 2K into a large one for beginners? Well, if you're a beginner, I would definitely start with very small risk, no matter the size of the account. If you're doing a $1,000 account, maybe risk $50 per trade. Risk 50 to make 100, risk 50 to make 150. Have a good risk to reward on that, and yeah. Let's see. Looking at gold, crude here, still really failing to break this low. Really want to see even just this low be taken out. There's a good sell bubble here, but it took out this level, and it might try to use it as support. Patient on crude. Really want to see us move lower. I'm glad we took that level out, because if we could reclaim it, but if we can't reclaim it, minute 42 left in the 5. Hourly closes soon. Still bearish on the hourly, which is great. 30 minutes still bearish too. 15 still bearish too. Minute 20 left on the 15. Really looking for a strong move lower here on crude. Let's see if we get it, guys. See if we get that banger to end off the week, or if we're going to end up stopping out at break even. Minute 12 left on crude oil 5-minute chart. Getting very choppy here. Definitely considering getting out of a contract down here to lock in gains. Just so we can lock in some profit for the end of the week, right? Look at us pulling back again. Not a fan of that at all on crude. Really wanted us to stay under that blue fair value gap. We took this level out, and then we held that level. You see how this level held up as support on Bookmap? Big red flag on those shorts. I'm going to, 30 seconds left. Really want to see a strong move lower, guys. Strong move lower. I'm moving my stop losses a little bit to that previous high in that fair value gap. So again, I really want a momentum move lower, but right now we're having trouble. 15 seconds left. Really need 10 seconds. Need that drop now, and it's not looking likely. 5 seconds. I'm going to take profit at this first level right here. 68.47. I am moving my my buy limit around, so if it drops fast, I'll be able to cap a few more points in that, a few more ticks in that. The selling pressure looks like it's trying to step up for a second. I don't like that the selling pressure keeps failing, so I'd really want to see a strong dump here on crude. If not, we're probably not going to make that move. Okay, we're getting a little something right there. Getting back to the 68.52. I'm going to get out of one contract right there. So I'm out of one crude oil short. I'm deleting one stop loss, and I'm moving the other stop loss to break even. So now I locked in gains for the day, and I'm able to let this winner run. Take care, Alex. Have a great day. Thanks for joining the stream today. Don't forget, I go live on Twitch now, too. I try to go live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on Twitch. I wasn't live this past Wednesday and Thursday. It was so busy. I had something on Wednesday, and then I had Thursday. It was all so crazy. But I'll be back at it. We'll be back at it. Crude does look good and weak. We're at this area of support now. Does it want to break it with selling momentum like we have been doing? I'm still in one crude oil short. I almost want to get back in that other contract. Hourly was bearish. Hourly didn't create an upper wick yet, so I am a little bit red flaggy on that. I almost want to, again, like I said, turn this into a scalp, because if we don't take out that new low of day, would much rather get out into some momentum. But let's see. Let's see. That was some good selling pressure. Yeah, no, I'm going to get out right there, guys. Calling it on crude on that trade. Keeping our TP right there. 3-1 after we adjusted everything. Not too bad, not too bad. 538 on the day. Again, very small risk. $100, $200 risk. It's just how we got to do it. And it might continue lower, right? But I don't like, this is very low volume. These little bubbles are low volume. And that's low volume at a strong level. If we had a big red bubble right here, I would have held. But we don't. We still might. We're chopping at it. But because the 5 doesn't have an upper wick, the 15 doesn't have an upper wick, I really wanted to just try to get out of it. But we could maybe go make a new crazy low, right? My target was essentially down over here. So now the bubble's starting to get a bit bigger, but we're still not breaking the level. And so again, a bit of a red flag. What time is it, guys? It's 11 o'clock. Great timing. We're going to end the stream there. Really good trade. Really great showing our patience today, guys, right? We were really patient. It paid off on crude, right? We tried gold a couple times in the morning. for, what was it, shorts at supply on gold. First, I think we tried this fair value gap, but we saw the 5-minute was too strong, so we got out real quick. We cut our loss very small. Then we tried again in the supply zone after we got the red candle closure. Again, though, we stopped that out very early because we saw the rejection. And, yeah, we saw crude oil was below previous day low, created an imbalance over the previous day low, and was just very weak to the downside. So that's the one we ended up taking, gave us more confidence, higher probability, and that's how we got to be trading. ESNQ, look at them guys, they're still in this choppy range. Imagine you were trying to trade this all day, you blow every account you touch. So overall guys, thank you Trade Wolf. Overall guys, I hope you guys had a great day. I know I had a good end of the week day. Take care, have a good weekend. I'll probably try to put some videos together for you guys. Give me some topic ideas, throw it in the comments on YouTube, throw it in the Discord comments. And guys, don't forget to, if you ever want to try to help support us at Bullishbrs, help support me, Kevin, likes and comments, those are always free. You know, you guys could just leave a like, leave a comment on anything. Our Instagram, our YouTube. It helps the algorithm. It gets us more views. It gets us more likes. And that way I can keep doing more stuff like this for you guys. Keep streaming for you guys. And again, it's something free that you guys could do to help show some support and love. And I do appreciate appreciation. Alright. Have a great weekend, everybody. Take care and happy trading. Peace out.